Zoom in, Joe. You gotta stand up. Right there, baby.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back to the Cheap Seats. Scott Kirby along with Jake Johnston. We are live in front of Jake's Furnishings.
Yeah.
And if you hear something rattling, it's my teeth because I'm freezing. Man.
The sun goes behind. Suck it up, Sally. I mean, we got 20 minutes.
Boy,
Let's
I think
go.
I got hypothermia setting in here.
This is bear weather.
But it's baseball season, man.
Baseball season. It is.
The NFL draft was, it's going on right now.
Absolutely.
So, all right. And we are excited to announce a new sponsor to the Cheap Seats, Global Tech HVAC. And they are at a new location, 1028 Broadway Street in Lincoln.
Over 35 years of top quality experience and HVAC excellent certified technicians providing new installation of temp start equipment where service at Global Tech HVAC is the top priority. Stop by their new location at 1028 Broadway Street in Lincoln and phone 217-650-7652. That is 217-650-7652 within 24-hour emergency service available. I butchered that as good as you.
Hey, at least you can get it out. And that is Joe Schneider. So if you need to call him at 3 or 4 in the morning with emergency, it says you can. So, Joe, you put it on here. So
he put 24-hour service on there.
24 hours.
That's a great mover. No, but I guarantee if you're at home and it's 120 degrees outside and that air conditioner ain't working, you need to call somebody.
And he's getting a phone call.
Either that or move on out to the Hampton Inn for the weekend or something.
Yeah.
You got to do something.
Yeah. Hey, and speaking of doing something, you're doing something today. You're going up to Bloomington for the March of Dimes.
I'll be honest, I don't take many Saturdays off. It's kind of an important retail day, but today is the end. It's the finish line for some good friends of mine. We call it Marching for Maddox. Good friends of mine from the Walpole area, Chad and Trish Isaac, lost their baby a few years back. It was born asleep, and since then they've turned that tragedy into a ton of good things and brought communities together and whatnot. We've raised tons of money for the March of Dimes to help prevent this this tragedy from happening to other people. Myself and my wife have been a big part of it, and a lot of the community around here. I'll be honest, some of the people here that help donate to that cause, Four Corners Lube, Gazzardo's, Lincoln Theater 4, Jake's Furnishings, of course, Timbercrest, and that's just to name a few. There's a whole bunch of others, but our community has helped friends of mine from another community, and today's a big wrap-up. You know, today we all get together. There's about 80 different people that walk with us, and we all get together. It's a big group hug. I mean, it's a great ending to a year that you put a lot of effort into. We raised over $27,000 this year.
Now, how do you get donations?
We get, it's a ton of different things. Waynesville provides a lot of different things. We do kind of a pub crawl, except it's a garage crawl around Waynesville. We do bake sales. We do. We have a 5K run walk in Walpella. We do an auction last weekend. I mean, we do a whole bunch of different things. This year, we're also donating. The entire team, or a big portion of the team's also volunteering for the Tim McGraw concert to bring more awareness for the March of Dimes and whatnot. So it's a whole year in planning and a whole year work all brought in, and today's the final day. Today we hand them that check. Nice. And we've been, the team Maddox has been the ambassador family for the Bloomington Normal community now for 2 years, 2 straight years. I believe this will be the third. So it's to be honest, it's a beautiful thing. Very, very good friends of mine, and it's a tragedy that I don't wish upon anybody. I mean, it's a terrible thing, but out of that, some good things have came about. And like I said, over $27,000 raised this year, man. It was definitely not easy for them or for any of the volunteers that have helped out. My wife is a big volunteer, and she does a ton of work for them, and it really is amazing. The walk starts at the Chateau there in Bloomington Normal.
Right by Best Buy.
Right by Best Buy. Starts at 11 o'clock, and you basically walk the trail there to down GE Road to Airport Road, circle it, and come on back. And that's basically, it's a 3-mile walk. I'd like to say it's a walk run, but I'll be honest, there are so many people that attend this. There can't be much running because you'd be running into people. So it's an enjoyable walk, and it's a great venue, and you get together and you finish off a year that you worked your butt off, and you have an accomplishment that it can't really be brought out in words really easy.
Well, it's marching for Maddox.
Yep.
The walk for the March of Dimes in Bloomington today at, you said 11?
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock. So get out there, support those guys. That's a great thing you're doing. And good luck walking. You going to put some shorts on? You're going to walk in those jeans?
No, I got shorts and shoes.
Spandex and.
Oh yeah. I'm all about it,
Get
brother.
You a water bottle.
They're bright yellow. And I've got the matching glasses as well. That's right, Jim. I know you like that touch. And socks, of course. So, you can't have.
Well, Jake, that's a great thing you're doing. And, I hope you guys have fun with it today. And
we will. Like I said,
work.
it's a good wrap up. And then we're all going to meet together and kind of have an after party, I guess, over there in Walpella and kind of just
little remembrance,
and just enjoy.
Absolutely.
Enjoy each other, enjoy the community that's helped out so much, and it's a lot like the Punk O'Donohue thing here too. You put a lot into it, and the community supports you so much, and you don't really know how to repay them, but you want to do everything you can.
Absolutely. Just sometimes you can't say thanks enough, but people know you're thankful, and so it's a great thing you're doing. Well, we can talk some sports now. Got Major League Baseball going on. The Cubs have won 2 in a row, folks.
Oh, my goodness.
2 in a row. They're down at Miami playing the Marlins.
Light it up.
They haven't won 2 games in a row since, I think, last September.
I don't think the Cubs won 2 in a row since I can't even remember the dang
1908.
Oh, wow.
That's Harry Carey, guys, in studio. They are down at Miami tonight, and so they're going to be playing 2 more games down there. So let's see if we can get a sweep.
Ooh.
We get some baseball. Sweep
the Marlins in Miami.
The Marlins are horrible as well. I think they've won less games than the Cubs. They just last year they spent all that money and went out and got all these big names to open up their new park. This past off season, they're all gone. So they're horrible. I think they may have had 100 people there last night. 99 of them were Cubs fans. So
let me check the standings for you on the Miami.
We don't need to.
Miami is 5-18 on the year right now, trailing the Atlanta Braves at 15-7. Man, the Braves having a nice year, man.
They are. Those Upton brothers. Wow.
They are. They're playing well together.
They
are. And playing really good defense. That team's playing really good defense. They're fun to watch right now. I'm not going to lie. Then you switch over to the Central, and unfortunately, the bottom feeders there are the Cubbies.
Well,
with my beloved Redbirds at 14-8 on the year.
It's still early.
It's still early. They're going to get their May win coming up here pretty quick. Started early with a 2-in-a-row win streak.
Well, I don't know.
I don't either.
Let's move on to basketball.
Well, hold on now. I mean, you got your young first baseman there, Anthony Rizzo hit a couple bombs yesterday, and one of them was a straight-up bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, he hit that thing in the upper deck 2.5, 3 feet away from 2 guys that are just standing there on a laptop, had no idea what the heck just hit next to them. They were scared crapless. They're sitting there staring like there's a ball rolling in front of us. How the hell did it get up here? I mean, that thing was a bomb. I'm guessing not too many balls get up to that direction.
Well, apparently not. Nobody's sitting up there.
That was the Starbucks student section or something that, that's not really for baseball
That was a couple of guys that decided that they wanted to get out of the office and go do some work. And that's where they ended up.
We'll never be on TV up here.
Well, when there's, 2 guys sitting up there, you're going to be on TV. Let's move on to NBA. That's enough baseball talk.
All right.
Crying out loud. We're in the heat of the playoffs. The Oklahoma City Thunder lead Houston 2-0, but they just lost one of their star guards, Russell Westbrook, out with a meniscus tear.
Amazing athlete.
Absolutely. And, they're saying he might come back in 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know. Torn meniscus.
Meniscus is tough, man, because that's one of those that you've got to take really good care of it because it flares up and it's straight painful.
Yeah.
You can't do a whole lot with it. You just have to let it. And they say 3 weeks. he's an NBA player. I mean, I know he's in absolute phenomenal shape. I mean, he makes people that are in great shape look like they're not so great shape. But you're talking about a very sensitive part, and he is a speed guard.
Right.
You know, that's his game.
Yeah.
He breaks you down, gets to the hoops, and make things happen for his teammates. You try to put him in at to be honest, he won't even be a half speed in 3 weeks. It's not possible. So you take that away, what's he really benefiting the team? He's a good shooter, but he's not a great shooter.
No.
You know,
that's like you said, that's his game. Get to the basket, and with that injury, it's going to be hard to do. The Spurs lead the Lakers 3-0. That series is all but done with.
Yeah.
Golden State, they lead Denver 2-1. Clippers lead Memphis 2-1. The Heat lead Milwaukee Bucks 3-0. That series is about over.
Yeah.
And the Knicks lead Boston 3-0. That's another one. Indianapolis Pacers lead Atlanta 2-0. And the Bulls are leading the Brooklyn Nets 2-1, and they play today at 1 o'clock.
I'm not going to lie, though. Darren Williams, he looks like he is an NBA player. I mean, there's no doubt. That guy is phenomenal. Well, he would look good next to Derrick Rose. I know they're both point guards, but the way Darren Williams shoots, can you imagine Derrick Rose breaking down the middle and then having him to kick to?
It out. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I tell you, though, Bulls defense, they have shut him down the past couple of games.
Yes.
First game, Darren Williams went off. I don't know what he had, like 28 points.
Well, Lopez had a really good game, and they didn't have Joakim Noah in that game.
And Lopez, that's another guy, being so big and athletic, but, man, he is soft. If I was that big,
then again,
I'd probably be soft too.
You got to consider how the effect that Joakim Noah has.
Yeah, he's great, but he's also playing with plantar plantar something.
Yeah.
And they say that that's excruciating pain. And
I had
for him to
summer last year.
It's painful?
It's excruciating. It is excruciating.
And you're not playing basketball.
No,
I'm lucky to.
I'm not gonna lie. There was some days I could barely walk until it got loosened up, and then once it got loosened up,
fine.
It hurt. I mean, it literally felt like somebody took a ball ping hammer and smashed the arch in your heel, and I mean it just. That's the best way I can. It's like the worst bruise you can imagine, and you're walking constantly on it. And he's running on it, jumping on it, all that. So
and he's playing 20, 25 minutes a game.
Yeah.
So
and what is he? 7 foot tall.
He's a beast.
He's a big guy.
He's not out there to score.
Too.
He's not out there to score. He's out there for his defense and his aggressiveness, and he gets the team fired up because he's very vocal and.
He disrupts a lot of things the other team does. So, much like a Dennis Rodman back in the day.
Yeah. So the Bulls, they're at home against the Nets. Hopefully they can take a 3-1 lead because that will be going back to Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then, right now the Bulls in the driver's seat, but anything can happen. So that's going on today, 1 o'clock. Moving on to wrap up the last 7-8 minutes of the show, let's talk some NFL. The draft going on, probably starting again today around 11 or so, I'd imagine. 4 through 7 rounds today.
Actually, 10 a.m. Eastern, so 9 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
So
it's going on now.
It's going on
wow.
Right now.
So we're just a little behind, but is it 4th through 7th round today?
That's it. Yeah.
Okay,
absolutely.
So
Monte Taylor got picked up yesterday, though.
He did.
Towards the end.
He was expected to kind of go in the first round, but for some reason dropped. That some reason was I just don't think he's very good. He can't defend the run.
Yeah,
he's good. I don't even know what he's good at.
He does have a good football mind. I think he's very quick at that. I think he's a little bit. This is my opinion. And heck, I'm no NFL scout or nothing, but he seems to be a little undersized. He did have some issues tackling the bigger runners, and in the NFL, there's a lot of bigger, stronger runners, much faster as well. So we'll see how he translates. I believe he went to the Chargers.
Yeah.
So it may be a good fit. I mean, we'll see. I was real happy with what the Bears have selected.
Well, the experts say, they took Kyle Long, with the 20th pick. I thought for sure they would trade down. Kyle Long wasn't really, I don't think he was up in the draft. I mean, I don't think people that were scouting him had him that high up. Bears are saying that that was their guy, and they were afraid if they waited any longer, he would be gone.
And there's a lot of people that were talking afterwards saying that because of his combine stats and everything, his numbers went through the roof.
Yeah. Well,
and
he's raw.
That's exactly right.
He's only been playing, 2 years?
Yeah.
And he is the son of Howie Long, the brother of Jake Long, who is a stud defensive end for the Rams.
Yep.
So you look at that hybrid right there, a Hall of Famer Howie Long, and his brother's just a beast.
And he's a big guy.
He's a big guy. He's still raw, but he's athletic. So they're thinking that they can, they can get him in there. And
well, they said his numbers are through the roof. So it's kind of exciting to see somebody with some raw talent that they're looking at. He could potentially be a tackle, a right tackle, or a guard on either side. You've got that versatility. That's a nice chip to have, especially considering how much bad luck we've had with offensive linemen as of late.
And Jake, we got a caller.
Hey guys, this is Randy Young. I know you're in the middle of talking football, but I wanted to see if you guys could give a shout out today. Lincoln Christian University Thursday afternoon competed in the Midwest Regional for the National Christian College Athletic Association, and those guys beat Maranatha Baptist Bible College out of Wisconsin and qualified for the College World Series, and that's the first time in the college history that anybody from the baseball team has done that. And there's two guys on that team local, one being my son Ty Unger, and the other one is Joey Burge. Both of those guys went to Lincoln High School, played baseball there. And then the other thing is, those two were named all region. We had one other young player named Michael Wolf who was named Midwest Player of the Year. The coach out there was named Coach of the Year. And the other thing I'd like to shout out is my son. You guys talk about batting averages. He hit 420. He's hitting 420 for the season, and he's ranked 4th in the nation right now. And so I just want to see if you guys could give those guys a little shout out. And
absolutely.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks for calling in. That's that's why we're here. For the listeners. Thanks for the call, and congratulations to those guys. Yeah, I watched Ty Younger, play up through junior high and all that, and he is one heck of a hitter. And batting 420 in college like that's
pretty good, man.
Awesome.
Those are ridiculous numbers there. That's PlayStation numbers.
So congratulations to them, Lincoln Christian University qualifying for the World Series.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah, thanks for calling in and sharing that information.
We probably need to do some little more info on that and try to come up with some stuff for next week.
You're right, absolutely. Yeah, we'll follow up with that, get some more information on that for our next show. Just wrapping up, we got about 2 or 3 minutes left, Jake. Talking NFL draft. The Bears, with their second pick, they take the linebacker out of Florida.
The University of Florida.
And that is John Bostic, a linebacker out of Florida. They took him with their 50th pick overall. The Bears didn't have a third-round pick yesterday, so they sat idle until today. Not really sure where they stand in the 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th rounds. I know they have at least 3 more picks, so we'll see what they do. A lot of speculation that they're going to try to go get a quarterback, which they need to. They got to find somebody to start developing just in case Jay Cutler, he is in his contract year, in case he decides to bolt, or Trestman with his style offense, maybe Jay doesn't fit that style.
I don't know if I completely agree with that unless he's the right fit. I mean, there's always free agent quarterbacks out there. There really are, especially in today's NFL. There's going to be a free agent quarterback. Is he as good as Jay Cutler or whatnot? That could be or could not be, whatever it is. But they're going to be out there. Maybe not next year or maybe it'd be the following year. But to draft a guy that is a project, I don't know if it's worth it in this draft where it's so deep with talent at other positions that may not be the skill positions, such as offensive line, which you need a lot of depth. to be honest, even the safeties, they need some depth there. They need some cornerbacks. They need some defensive line. The Bears need some depth at almost every position right now.
Yeah, they do.
And you know, they really need to look at this draft for what it is. This is a workman's draft. I mean, you can go first probably 4 or 5 rounds and get a starter in 4 or 5 rounds. Yeah. I mean, that's how deep this draft is. Now, they may not be Pro Bowl, but you never know how they develop, too. They can be Pro Bowlers. You've seen that before, but this is a workman's draft, and I really think you need to go after those workman players.
And that's, you know, it's proven fact that later rounds is where, you know, you want to do your good work, because if you get a good kid that's athletic, you can develop him, and you just never know. You look at Tom Brady. He was drafted, what, 6th round, 7th? Yep. And now he's a Hall of Famer, Pro Bowler, one of the best quarterbacks ever to play the game. So you just never know. So we are out of time. Wow, we need another hour here to talk football. We can arrange that?
I think we can probably get her done.
Maybe when it's warmer out.
Oh, my goodness.
We didn't even talk any Rams. They've had a decent draft as well. So that's going to do it for this episode of
this chilly.
The cheap seats. I can't even. My lips are frozen. I can't get it out. Well, I do need to. I want to wish Dorothy O'Malley, Grandma Dorothy, a happy birthday today. She's listening over there at St. Clair Manor. So happy birthday. It's her birthday today. I told her I'd give her a shout out. That's going to do it, Jake, for this broadcast. You're heading, huh?
You going to take her lunch or something? That should be what happens.
Yeah.
That should probably, everybody, we need to hold Mr. Kirby here accountable.
Well, we had a little get together with her last night. So
very nice.
Yeah,
very
and
nice.
you're getting ready to head to Bloomington for the March of Dimes. Get out to the American Legion today, 1 o'clock till who knows when that ends.
Punk, guys.
Get out there, support the O'Donohue family, Punk O'Donohue. A lot going on out there today. It is kid friendly. Bring your kids, come out and eat. Get out there, support that family. Thanks for tuning in. Like to thank our sponsors. That's going to do it for this show. Cheap Seats. Until next weekend, same time, different place. I think we're at the Christian Village next week.
Yeah, sounds good to me.
Same time, different place.
Different channel.
Thanks for tuning in.